Good morning, everyone. I am Toby, the Kilted Adventurer. Today I'm in Johns Mountain, Georgia, in the Chattahoochee National Forest. So let's go and have some fun. We'll begin our hike today at Pilcher's Pond, which is named after Civil War soldier Samuel Pilcher. I'm sure you've taken note of the pink shirt that I am wearing. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I'm doing this in honor of that. I'll put a link below if you want to donate to help victims of that or the children. There's a scholarship fund. Please do check it out. It's a great cause. We will eventually be rid of this evil, but in the meantime, let's help those that are fighting the good fight. This first part of the trail is a mixed-use trail. I read that it's very popular with mountain bikers. I've never been to Johns Mountain before. You can park at the trailhead that will take you directly to the falls. What I did was I hiked about 0.6, 0.7 miles to the pond, so we could start there. Then we will see the waterfalls and the overlook last. John Mountain in Georgia has an elevation of 1,683 feet. It's located in the Chattahoochee National Forest. Johns Mountain was named after John Fields, a local Cherokee Indian. Today we're going to do the Pinhoti Trail, which includes Pilcher's Pond, Keon Falls. This is the part of the trail I was just on. Gonna have to cross the street. Actually walk up the street for just a couple tenths of a mile. I can move the car, but I won't. I'm gonna save those parking places for other people. You can see here that we are heading toward Keon Falls, continuing on the Pinhoti Trail. As we head toward the trailhead, I'll give you a brief description. Keon Falls Trail. There's a wide loop, and then there's a 1.8 mile loop. The 1.8 mile loop that we're going to do today is heavily trafficked. We're near Lafayette, Georgia, if that gives you a point of reference. The features on this trail are a waterfall, and there's actually a South Falls as well that we will cross. It is rated as moderate. I've never done this trail before, so I don't know if that's a 3 moderate or an 8. I suspect it's on the lower side because this is dog friendly. There's a number of activities available year round. There's also a couple of overlooks. Just so you know, if you do bypass the Keon Falls parking and decide to hike it in like I am, according to the map, it's an extra 0.65 miles, so I'll be tacking on 1.3 miles to my overall hike today. Just something to keep in mind. Finally approaching the trailhead. You can hear the creek. A lot of picnic tables. I suspect this is a very popular area. Some trash cans. Got some fellows with hunting rifles and orange, so it's also a wildlife management area. It's always something to keep in mind. Well, this is unexpected. There are restroom facilities here, so that's good to know. First part of this trail is concrete. I talked to the hunters a moment ago, and they said the trails don't open till 10 o'clock. It's about 8 o'clock. As long as I stay on the trails, and I'm wearing bright pink, should be okay. Hadn't seen any other hunters or vehicles out here this morning. Anytime you're hiking in an area that is adjacent to a wildlife management area, I guess it's always good to do your research before you come. Looks like we have our first decision point coming up around this tree. Keon Falls Loop. Please stay on trail. Let's go left, and we should come back out in the same spot. This time of the year in Tennessee and North Georgia, temperatures vary pretty dramatically. Last weekend I was out hiking, it was in the 40s. Today it is in the 60s. You can tell I am heavily perspiring because I'm climbing. I brought 6 bottles of water, so it should be okay. Just have to remind myself to stop, take a lot of drinks. I also might splash in the water when we get up here to the waterfalls. You never know. Let's go seek adventure. Never seen a fluorescent green flash on a trail before. That's new to me. Glad to see flashes, even though this is a easily discernible trail. If you're enjoying this, make sure you hit that like button for me so that other folks can enjoy these adventures also. This trail has been quite a rigorous climb. So on the moderate scale, based on what I have done so far, I would give this easily a 6 or 7. You can still hear the water below, and you can also see how far up we are. We should be approaching the South Keon Falls. It's the smaller of the 2 waterfalls on this trail. It's fed by a minor tributary. You can hear it. Take a second to enjoy this rock. Looks like we had a recent storm. figure out how to get over this big boy before I can show you the falls. Alright, here are the South Falls. Not much more than a trickle. Still very nice. The upper falls, or the main falls, should be coming up. There they are. Keung Falls free falls over a 35 feet lip of this overhanging bluff that you see here. Really interesting figure is this underground or undercut grotto. Grotto? I don't know how to say that. Either way, it's really cool. After we enjoy this, we'll continue on the trail, which will take us to an observation deck where we'll be able to see the falls from the top of the cliff. This little side trail is very muddy. Follows this cliff with all this dripping water. Very happy to have waterproof boots. I feel really silly. Yes, I'm wet. Those were the South Falls. Everything I read said they're just a trickle, unless it's been raining. Well, it's been raining. We're actually approaching the main falls. So, we get an extra bonus today. This is Keung Falls. Check this grotto out. Wow. That was quite a treat. Certainly don't mind being wrong. Brand new trail. You do your research, look at your maps. But, wow, that was something else. So here's some signage, which makes me feel a whole lot better. Maybe I won't get lost again. Loop, overlook, and then Keon Falls Loop. We're not going to do Johns Mountain Loop today, but let's go to the overlook and then come back and finish the Keon Falls Loop. Our first glimpse of the mountains. Okay, here's the observation deck. On top of the waterfall. From the observation deck, I turned right. Here is the reward. I just wanted to do a quick reminder. Women, get your checks. And that goes for you too, men. We're macho. Nothing can hurt us. Get your exams. Better to have a little bit of momentary embarrassment. I mean, most of us are old enough, who cares? Than to not know what's going on. So it's beautiful up here. Just saw some amazing waterfalls, lots of volume. There's a lot of bugs at the top of this mountain. And I probably smell bad too, so they are attracted to me. But again, this evil is gonna go away someday by the grace of God. In the meantime, get your exams, take care of your business. Thanks so much for joining me today on this hiking adventure. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Give me that thumbs up. And as always, seek adventure.